Hello everyone, welcome back to Crochet Bits and Knits. In today's tutorial we have this really great heart pattern. So I worked up this sample swatch and I added a border and the Picot border. In this one I did not add any border, so this is how it would look with no border. The ends are a little wonky, so I feel like this is a great pattern to add a border. I will put the materials I used in the description box below. For this tutorial, I'm going to use this, just a cheap Walmart white yarn in pink. So you'll need two colors for this pattern. And to begin, we'll make our slip knot. And we're going to begin by chaining multiples of 6 plus 3. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to do a sample swatch, but you can either make a sample swatch with me or chain as many as you need for the size of your project. And feel free to pause the video and I'll meet you at the end of the chain. So here I am at the end of my chain. And to begin this pattern, we're going to skip the first 3 stitches. I'm just going to zoom in a bit. Skip the first 3 chains and double crochet in this 4th chain from the hook. So yarning over, insert your hook into that chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're going to repeat that in each chain to the end of the row. So inserting your hook after you yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I'm going to do my double crochets in each chain, and feel free to pause the video here and I will meet you at the end of this row. So I've come to the end of row 1, and if I did not mention it before, I chained 12 plus 3, so I have 15 stitches. And next we're going to chain 1 and turn. Starting in this very first stitch at the base of the chain, we're going to single crochet. In the next stitch, another single crochet. And we're going to single crochet in each stitch across to the end of this row. So feel free to pause the video and I will meet you at the end of this row. So I've come to the end of the row and we have the turning chain here from the row below. You do want to place a single crochet into the top of that turning chain. And I'm actually going to leave this single crochet unfinished so that I can bring in the new color. So snipping the yarn here, and it's time to bring in the second color. So I'm going to be using this pink. So wrapping that yarn around your hook and just finishing that stitch off with the new color. From here we're going to chain 3 and turn, and this turning chain counts as a double crochet. So we're going to, right at the base of the chain, we're going to wrap our yarn around, insert your hook, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook back into that same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So that is half of one of the hearts. From here, we're going to chain 2 and skip 5. So counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6th stitch, we're going to put a double crochet cluster. So yarning over, inserting your hook and pulling up that loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You want to leave 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook again, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 for 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, insert your hook again, yarn over, pull through 2. So you have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. So that is the double crochet cluster. That is half of a heart. We're going to chain 2 and do the other half of the heart. So yarning over into that same stitch that we've been working in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook again, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, one more time, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up that loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. From here we'll chain 2, skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6th stitch, which for my sample swatch is the last stitch. We'll work that half of a heart first. So it's like a double crochet cluster, leaving each double crochet unfinished. So you're doing that 3 times. So 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. So that's half of the heart. Well, on the end of the row, you're going to have just a half of a heart. So repeating the entire heart as long all the way down the end of your row, and then the very first and the very last of this row are just halves of a heart. And from here, we're going to change color again. So snipping that second color and bringing that first color back in. And just pull that through, kind of tug on this a little bit. So that was the end of row 3. Moving into row 4, we're going to chain 1 and turn. So for row 4, we're going to single crochet in this very first stitch here. And then we're going to be working into these double crochets from the row below. So we're going to make a half double crochet into this double crochet from the row below, this double crochet from the row below, and this double crochet from the row below. So yarning over, inserting your hook into that first double crochet from the row below, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. Next, yarning over, going into that next double crochet from the row below with a half double crochet. One more time into that next stitch here. two, one single crochet into this chain two in the center of the heart, chain two, and then working into this next three double crochets from the row below with half double crochets. And going into the next stitch with a half double crochet. And one more time into that next stitch. So that is the repeat for this row. You'll repeat that all the way down to the end, and once you get to the end, just chaining one and finding the top of this stitch of this heart and just adding a single crochet into the top of that turning chain. Okay, so that is the end of row 4. Moving into row 5, we'll chain 3 and turn. So we're going to double crochet in the chain space from the row below. So this chain counts as the first double crochet. So moving into this chain space here with a double crochet, moving into the next stitch with a double crochet, and following down this row, just double crocheting in each stitch. So in this chain space, a double crochet into the single crochet at the top of that heart, excuse me, with a double crochet, into this chain space, adding one double crochet, and moving on down the line. And we have one more double crochet here. So it does get a little tricky at the end. There is one stitch left here to add one last double crochet. Okay, so that is the end of row 5, and that's how it's looking. Next, we're going to chain 1 and moving into row 6, we're going to work into that very first stitch at the base of our chain 1 with a single crochet. Next, a single crochet into the next stitch, and a single crochet in each stitch down to the end of this row. So this would be a really beautiful baby blanket or a gift for someone for Valentine's Day. And just 2 more single crochets here, and right at the end, not forgetting to put that last single crochet right into the top of that turning chain. So that's how it's looking. And that is the repeat for this pattern, rows 3, 4, 5, and 6. So repeating rows 3 through 6 to the end of your project. And as you fasten off and weave in the ends, maybe putting on a nice border. I will link a video to the Picot border that I put on this sample swatch here. So it looks really nice with a border. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I am going to try to put the written instructions also in the description box below. Also, all the materials used for these sample swatches. If you enjoy my videos, like, comment, and consider subscribing so you never miss a new video.